So, welcome back to another episode. And yesterday, I got a text from Rob. I was at work, and the text is, "Hey, dude, you gotta check out this console. You won't believe it. You won't believe it." And not that I'm jaded or anything, but I'm like, oh, another retro console that they're releasing. Okay. And I didn't really check it out till later on in the day. And then I checked out the link, and I was like, okay, I get what Rob was talking about. Now, I played the Retron 5. A friend of mine has it. He brings it over. It's very, very cool. I love the system. I don't own one, but I think it's very, very cool being able to play older games all in one, and you can upscale it, all that cool stuff. That's awesome. Where this device really this new console from Japan only, it's like 2 years away, so this is like a prototype. It's not made, you can't order it, it's nothing like that. This is just some game news to talk about it, because I think it's kind of interesting. What fascinates me about this, it's called the Game Freak. And I love the amount of games that you can play on this thing. Let's see. You got the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Famicom. Okay, here's the one this is what sold me. This is what I was like, okay, this is fucking interesting. PC Engine. You can put your PC Engine games in this thing. Put your TurboGrafx games in this thing. And the big one as well, SuperGrafx games, for anybody who has a few of those games. Yes, you can put them all into this machine, as well as the Mega Drive and the Genesis. But what's cool is you can put them all in, and I just love it that I can take my old PC Engine games and it'll upscale them for the TV to like 720. I love being able to play PC Engine games, and especially the original games. There's something charming about that. Even though it's not the original hardware, it's kind of cool to have a machine where it is adaptable, so you can have it hooked up to your TV. Like, you can say, I'm going to play some Super Famicom, I'm going to play this and this. It's a real nice plug-and-play system. What's interesting, though, is that you can actually upload the ROMs into the machine. So there's a top machine where you put all your carts and stuff in, and then there's a bottom machine that does all the work. That's the, where you dump your ROMs and all that kind of stuff, and does all the upscaling for you. So yeah, you can put a PC Engine game in, dump it in, and play it that way. So that was pretty cool. I was like, I get what Rob was talking about. I didn't know at first what it was. I just thought, oh, it's another Retron-inspired machine. There's there's quite a few different types of machines out there, but it was the PC Engine support and SuperGrafx support that really kind of made me go, huh? What? What's this? What else? So you can use USB controllers on it, of course, so that's kind of interesting. And supposedly you can put an adapter on it and play with all your other controllers. So PC Engine stuff, all that. So it's a few years away. So, as I say, you can't order it anywhere. It's just an idea for the future that this machine is kind of coming out of Japan, and it's interesting. I like the possibilities of it. I really do enjoy the idea of an entire plug-and-play machine, rather than sometimes, like, get me. I love my original consoles, but sometimes it's hard to get them all out, get all the adapters out, hook them up, and they don't look that great, let's be honest. They look pretty bad unless you're putting it on a standard definition TV, which at that point is totally relevant. It's totally fine. So I like this machine. I don't know a price. I don't know anything. It's just, this is the first time, it's kind of been announced and people are talking about it, and I'm fascinated by it. A machine that I think in a couple of years that I would totally get for the PC Engine games alone, and TurboGrafx and Game Boy games. I can play, I have a whole bunch of Game Boy games. I'm always like, oh man, I gotta get my Game Boy adapter, put it onto the GameCube, and play games that way. The component video to the TV. There's a lot of steps where one machine to rule them all. I love it. So guys, it's called the Game Freak. I think it'll be available in a few years' time. So anyways, guys, till next time.